stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I think there's plenty of evidence of collusion or conspiracy in plain sight.
This is about as clear evidence you could find of intent by the campaign to collude with the Russians. I did say that there is ample evidence, and indeed there is, of collusion of people in the Trump campaign with the Russians.
You know, aren't you sick of this? I am. All we've been hearing for almost 33 months, the same lie from Adam Schiff saying he has all this evidence, he had none. Now you got Jerry Nadler.
There was, in plain sight, open collusion with the...
Oh, my God, I don't want to pay it off. They're lying. They want to keep this going. They just want to keep this going. You know who really lost a great opportunity was AOC. What a lost opportunity. She had, you know, they say in everyone's life, you have this one time that things really change, a changing moment where things can change for you. She could have came out looking like such a brilliant person instead of what she is, a 29-year-old horse's arse. She had a great opportunity when she knows Adam Schiff is lying. He never had any evidence. None, zero, nada. No evidence. She knows that. Nadler, she also knows the only reason that Mueller put in that question mark about obstruction, where he said, well, we're not going to, while this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also doesn't exonerate him. She knows that's a bunch of nonsense. She knows that, first of all, these 10 areas of, well, what they're claiming there's 10 areas of this interference, obstruction, all a joke. The only one that's really serious is the one where he said, I'm going to, he ordered his lawyer, of course, to fire Mueller. But even then, he could have done it, and he would have been in his right. He's the executive. He's the chief executive. He can fire those people. But she had an opportunity to say, you know what? I hate Trump, too. I hate Trump. I can't stand him because I'm a socialist. Actually, I'm a communist. I hate free markets. I can't stand capitalism. And I like to see him gone. But, we put Mueller up as he was Moses on the mountain. And he was going to come down with his 2 tablets. And whatever they said, that was going to be it. That was the word from God. That was going to be it. And everybody agreed. Everybody agreed, said, yes. As a matter of fact, they even tried to write legislation that he could not be fired by the president because they said we got to protect him because when he comes out with this report, we got to protect him because the report is going to say that he is a Russian agent. He cheated. How he got to become president of the United States is cheating. He became a Russian agent. He's a traitor. He works for the Russians. She knows that's all nonsense. Think about this. She's smart. She knows, AOC is smart. She knows what took almost 33 months, 14 lawyers, 500 interviews, $25 or $35 million. This one sentence covered it all. One sentence covered 33 months, 14 lawyers, 500 interviews. The investigation did not establish that members of the Trump campaign conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in its election interference activities. That's it. Right there. She would have been smart to come out after the meeting on the phone with all the Democrats last night if they should impeach Trump. She should have come out and said, you know what? I came to Washington to put an end to this good old boy system. We've got a lot of problems. We got Social Security right now, and we got Medicare that's going broke. In 2026, there's no more money for Social Security. 1 year later, there's no more money for Medicare. So let's say by 2026, both Medicare and Social Security will be totally broke, won't be funded. And what they're thinking of doing right now is cutting the amount of money that you get, if we hardly get any, for inflation. Remember, they're supposed to, with inflation, increase your Social Security check. Well, they've been lying for the last 20, 30 years about inflation. Notice how they always target inflation at 2%. There's a reason they do that. Inflation, we all know, is not 2%. You've been to the grocery store? You went to buy gasoline? It's up 47% since December. How can gasoline be up 47% since December, but inflation is 2%? It's all garbage. Everybody knows that. I mean, so what do? They're going to turn around and they're going to continue to screw everybody on Social Security and say there's no inflation, therefore we don't have to give you a cost of increase. She knows all this. She should have came out and said, look, this one sentence said it all to me. I hate Trump. I want him to go to prison. I want to see his whole family go to prison. But when Mueller came down and said the investigation did not establish that members of the Trump campaign conspired or coordinate with the Russian government in its election interference activities, meaning cheat to try to become president of the United States by selling himself as a Russian agent, it's over. That's over. Now, the reason why Mueller punted is because of his relationship for 35 years with Nadler. He's trying to save Nadler's chairmanship because everybody's going to go after Nadler saying, wait, why'd you give up on this? We could go after him for obstruction. We'll just keep making stuff up. That's why Nadler keeps going, because he wants to. So think what Mueller did. Mueller put his relationship with Nadler ahead of what was best for the United States. He should have said the investigation, both in the collusion and obstruction. Okay, there's no law has been broken. That way we could start putting this country back together. But no, she should have came out and said, no, what did he do? He's taking care of the good old boys. He's taking care of his pal Nadler to keep this thing going. And that's why I came to Washington, to stop this kind of nonsense. I mean, just think of the opportunity. Then she should have turned around and said that the evidence does not establish that he was involved in an underlying crime related to Russian election interference. Therefore, I'm going to get together with my colleagues and write a letter apologizing to the president. I'm going to ask my colleagues in Congress to join me in sending a letter of apology to the president, that the evidence does not establish that he was involved with any underlying crime, and therefore we apologize. And now I'm going to say to him, let's go on and work towards Social Security, which is devastating, Medicare. Let's go work towards why the large corporations aren't giving raises when they're getting all that big tax cut. Boy, that's what she should have done. But she's a 29-year-old communist dumb arse.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hannah complained of a headache. It was a rhabdomyosarcoma. Within a few days, Hannah was in treatment because we were told that the tumor was very aggressive. And it very quickly became clear that St. Jude was the ultimate place to be. So we've essentially put our lives in South Africa on hold. Incredibly blessed to be here. St. Jude is an asset to the world. The research that is developed here is offered freely to the rest of the medical world. The entire way that the place operates is just to give and to care. I think it's the kind of place that not only stands as a beacon for pediatric cancer, but I think it could teach the world a couple of lessons about how to treat people. And I think if those lessons could be learned, even in their most basic form, this world could be a better place.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Does your money manager send you an alert when the stock position that you're in goes up or it goes down? Does your brokerage send you an alert to get out of a stock position so you don't lose money? Of course they don't. Here at philsgang.com, we keep all of our members engaged with the stock positions that we recommend. Nobody does that for their clients. Nobody. Go to philsgang.com and become a member to get up-to-the-minute alerts. That's philsgang.com. Stop losing money and start making money with Phil's Gang.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I promise you I don't want to go over this stuff. You're going to hear it every day, Nadler. But the only thing, just keep in mind what's going on, though. Nadler, he's on the House Judiciary Committee. He's going to take a lot of heat from his base who don't want him to give up on getting Trump impeached. He doesn't want to lose the chairmanship. So, not to lose the chairmanship, remember, he made a deal with Mueller, where Mueller would pull out the obstruction, then he would drop kick it or punt it over to the Attorney General for him to make a decision. And then he made sure he put in that report that there was no conclusion as to whether the president committed a crime or not. Now listen, if he committed a crime, they would have went after him. It's how prosecutors work. They identify him. If a crime was committed, then they prosecute. They bring you to the grand jury. They get that information. Then they prosecute you. He knew there was no crime. There was no obstruction. If you're going to start going after people for what they think they want to do, then all of Washington would be in jail, for God's sakes. So here we have the good old boy network again, taking care of Nadler. He's been friends with him like 35 years. And he said, here's what I'll do. Let's make a deal. I'll pull this out so there's a question to it. It'll keep your narrative going. And sure enough, the narrative keeps going every night on TV till you're sick of listening to it. On obstruction. Isn't it funny how they pivoted so quickly? All we heard was collusion. Then they pivoted towards this obstruct, which is so stupid. And as I said, if AOC came out and started saying, I'm going to send a letter. I'm going to ask my fellow congresspeople to join me, and I'm going to apologize to President Trump. I'm going to ask him to join us in working on serious causes, Social Security, Medicare, which is going to be insolvent pretty soon. We also got to work on the tax cut. Didn't work. It only took care of the very, very wealthy. We got to work on stopping these stock buybacks, which has been a killer to the economy, but making those who most of their income comes from the stock market very, very wealthy. But by taking the money out of the income, out of the capital improvement account, and buying shares with that is stealing directly from employees. I want to work with you on that. They got to stop stealing that money out of the capital improvement account and buying shares. That's stealing. Because if they're supposed to take that money and buy new machinery, which increase productivity, and when they increase productivity and there's less labor, that means your margins increase. That means your price to book increases, your price to sales increase, return on assets increase, return on equity increase, profit margins, free cash flow, all increases. Now they have no choice but to give increase in wages to the folks on Main Street so they can have a good standard of living. We haven't done that in 10 years. I want to work with you, Mr. President. That's what I want to do. I also want to clean up these phony 401ks that hurt people, that are hurting people. The 401k has been a scam since it started. But the timing was perfect. There was about a 10-year, 15-year rocket, straight-up market. And until that market crashed in 2008, nobody even knew what was going on with they kept making money till it crashed. Now everyone is finding out. Everybody is suing their employers because it's a skimming operation in which the employer, not all employers, I'm not saying all employers do this, but the large corporations, the employers and the mutual funds companies are together. They work together, okay, and benefiting themselves by giving the employee a lousy mutual fund, a fund full of stocks that are so bad, they'll take a mutual fund and say, got 20 stocks in it, or terrible, terrible stocks, non-performing stocks, and they stick them in there, and they get the same price for those as if they sold the company a good mutual fund would performing stocks. It's just a mess. I want to work with you. Wouldn't that be nice? What a hero she would have been. But no, we keep, and also, Mr. President, I think we got to work on not only fixing the 401k. We got to start nailing these TV financial shows for lying every day, for being the lapdogs of Wall Street, so that when you hear stuff like this garbage right here.
Stock market, the economy, all of this does really great stuff for retirees. It's just a wonderful world we're living in.
Can you imagine him saying something like that? That's Art Laffer. He walked off my show, remember? Art Laffer. Retirees are doing wonderful. What a wonderful, wonderful world we're living in. You want to see retirees? Retirees, they don't go out to dinner. Retirees, ask planners. Planners have to say to retirees, look, you can't go out to dinner anymore. Instead of once a week, you go once a month. You can't have 2 cars. You got to go down to 1. Who worked all their life to sit with a planner, and now you're ready to retire? Instead of going out once a week, you only go out once a month. Instead of having 2 cars, you only can have 1. You got to sell your house or your apartment, get your money out, and rent something. That's what's going on. Are you kidding? Are you nuts? They're mutual funds. You got revenue sharing, wrap fees, finder fees, shell space fees, surrender charges, soft dollar fees, 12B1 fees, all crooked, all hidden. So those fees, they're making a fortune on those fees, and they're screwing the people in their mutual fund. I mean, just the 12B1 fees alone are hidden. For God's sake, there's 27 hidden fees. Wouldn't that have been wonderful? So what are we going to do? Let's make money. I can't fix Nadler. I can't fix Schiff, what's going on there. And certainly AOC, I don't want to try to fix her. But what I can do is continue to do the best I can for my gang members. Think about our stocks in January. Apple, we're up 26%. February, 17%. And Costco, CSX, 17%. This is what we do. I can't do the other stuff, but I can help you with your retirement.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang Max Vest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. Phil'sGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With Phil'sGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to Phil'sGang.com. Phil'sGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
I've been telling you since January of 2018 the market was going to crash, and what was going to tip the market over is China and the global economy, that it was slowing. Now what are you hearing? Nobody ever talks about the bond market. I always talk about the bond market with my gang because we watch the bond market. This is how we get our returns. Give you an example. We bought in January Netflix. We also bought Nike. We bought Hess. And we bought Airlines, LUV. Those four, we have an 18% return. Again, I'm not saying every gang member made 18%. I can't say that because I don't know when they get in or when they get out. I give them the instructions when to get in and when to add to their position, when to take profits, when to get out, when to run like hell. And if they follow that, then that was the returns we had on those four stocks.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Phil'sGang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
I've been telling you since January of 2018 the market was going to crash, and what was going to tip the market over is China and the global economy, that it was slowing. Now what are you hearing? Nobody ever talks about the bond market. I always talk about the bond market with my gang because we watch the bond market. This is how we get our returns. Give you an example. We bought in January Netflix. We also bought Nike. We bought Hess. And we bought Airlines, LUV. Those four, we have an 18% return. Again, I'm not saying every gang member made 18%. I can't say that because I don't know when they get in or when they get out. I give them the instructions when to get in and when to add to their position, when to take profits, when to get out, when to run like hell. And if they follow that, then that was the returns we had on those four stocks.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, Senator Sanders. So my father's family left Soviet Russia in 1979, fleeing from some of the very same socialist policies that you seem eager to implement in this country. So my question is, how do you rectify your notion of democratic socialism with the failures of socialism in nearly every country that has tried it?
And what democratic socialism means to me is we expand Medicare, we provide educational opportunity to all Americans, we rebuild our crumbling infrastructure. In other words, government serves the needs of all people.
Stop lying. The first thing they do, these socialists who want to become communists, they open the door. Reagan said this. Be careful of these socialists. The first thing they do is they use medicine. They always use medicine as their entry into communism. That's how they fool the masses of people, by telling them that they're going to give them free Medicare, free health care. This is how they start. And then once no longer does the family or the doctor tell you they're going to crack open your chest and give you a transplant, it's not going to be your decision anymore, your doctor or your family. It becomes decision of a committee. Then they look at your age. They say, well, let's see, you're 73 years old. No, we got to hold our budget down, so we're not going to give you permission to do a life savings transplant or put stents in or whatever. This is what they do. He's a liar. That was a great question. Great question. Her family lived under communism, socialism. And he always uses that same exact statement every time. He's a clever guy. He's been a communist his whole life since he's been the mayor of Burlington, Vermont. He answers that question the same way every time. It's socialist Democrats to make sure everything is equal. No. Everybody has a chance. Everybody does have a chance in this country. Everybody's got a chance in this country. When people came over from Germany and France and they came to this country, look at what we built. People crossed the Rocky Mountains, went to California, found the gold mines. We didn't have that old fart around, did we? No. Guys like that have been sucking off the government ever since he got out of high school. He's never had a job in his life. The state's always taken care of him, and he and his wife have learned how to use the system to steal from the federal government and the state, and they stole over $500,000 running a college in Vermont, which finally went broke. Who the hell does he think he is? He's been stealing from you and me since he's been the mayor of Vermont. He wouldn't know how to make a living if he tripped over it. He wouldn't even know how to identify a living if he tripped over it. He's what's really bad about this country. Here, listen to what Reagan said.
One of the traditional methods of imposing statism or socialism on a people has been by way of medicine. The doctor begins to lose freedoms. It's like telling a lie, and one leads to another. A doctor decides he wants to practice in one town, and the government has to say to him, you can't live in that town. They already have enough doctors. You have to go someplace else. All of us can see what happens once you establish the precedent that the government can determine a man's working place and his working methods, and behind it will come other federal programs that will invade every area of freedom as we have known it in this country, until one day we will awake to find that we have socialism.
Okay. Now, listen to Bernie again, what he's saying.
Hi, Senator Sanders. So my father's family left Soviet Russia in 1979, fleeing from some of the very same socialist policies that you seem eager to implement in this country. So my question is, how do you rectify your notion of democratic socialism with the failures of socialism in nearly every country that has tried it?
And what democratic socialism means to me is we expand Medicare, we provide educational...
There you go. Starts with Medicare, starts with medicine. That's what these communists, these socialists want to do. It's amazing, isn't it? So he never has to worry about making money. By the way, he made $500,000 selling a book. That's capitalism. He says, no, it's not. It's not capitalism. Well, sure as hell isn't socialism. Here's what really sickened me about him. When this other woman asked about, here, listen.
Senator Sanders, you have said that you believe that people with felony records should be allowed to vote while in prison. Does this mean that you would support enfranchising people like the Boston Marathon bomber, a convicted terrorist and murderer?
They may be in jail for 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, their whole lives. That's what happens when you commit a serious crime. But I think the right to vote is inherent to our democracy. Yes, even for terrible people.
Senator Sanders.
What an idiot. You go to prison for murder or whatever. You've lost your freedom. You've lost your freedom. You lost your freedom to vote. You've been taken out of society. They removed you from society because you're a piece of garbage. You contribute nothing to society, and you're going to have these guys. He wants a felon. He wants a child rapist. He wants a murderer to vote for him. That's what he's down to. The guy lost his right when he murdered or raped or whatever he did. He's not a free man. He shouldn't have the freedom to vote for guys like him or vote for anybody. You lost your freedom. These guys are sick. But when it comes to making money, this country, you don't need socialism. Americanism is a wonderful thing. Americanism is what grew this country. When you get up in the morning, you have the same chance as everybody else. Yes, maybe one guy was born into a great family, another guy not so great. Yes, we understand that. There's some people are lucky, some people aren't lucky. But you're free to try to excel. What these people do, they don't want you to excel. They want everybody to be the same. When you redistribute wealth, it's really simple. You're taking an incentive away to work. See, they want to take the incentive away for anybody to work, to better themselves. Being poor is a mindset. They love that. They always want people to be poor. They want people to rely on them, not for a hand up, but for a hand out. That's why this country is in such trouble. I mean, look at the problem we're having with welfare, and we're spending more money than we're taking in. And they tell us that's a good thing. If CNBC tells us that's a great thing if people are spending more than they take in, because the country's spending more than they take in. Everybody should spend more than they take in, and that means people are flush.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
How stupid is that? How could you feel flush? You have more money in your account when you're spending more money than you're taking in your account. People are just it's unbelievable. So every day I tell my gang, I can't help with any of this. I'm not going to run for senator or congressman or anything else. But what I can help is to point out to you, this market is corrupt. And thank God it's corrupt. And people have left the market because it's corrupt instead of running towards the market, which is corrupt. 70% of the time the market goes up because it's so corrupt. Now it's at a point in the last 10 years, 85% of the time the market goes up. For God's sakes, you're not in a market that goes up 85% of the time. Instead, your planner is telling you, buy bonds. Be safe, buy bonds. Get into a mutual fund. Be safe. Buy a 401k. Be safe. What are you, nuts, when the market's going up 80%, 85% of the time? All you got to know is when to get out. Look, in April, when Cisco is up, or Morgan Stanley was up 11%, all we got to do is know when to get out. Just like when CSX was up 17%. The key is, when do you get out? That's where I come in. Show you how to do that. Please join my gang. We'll be back right after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Does your money manager send you an alert when the stock position that you're in goes up or it goes down? Does your brokerage send you an alert to get out of a stock position so you don't lose money? Of course they don't. Here at philsgang.com, we keep all of our members engaged with the stock positions that we recommend. Nobody does that for their clients. Nobody. Go to philsgang.com and become a member to get up-to-the-minute alerts. That's philsgang.com. Stop losing money and start making money with Phil's Gang.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo-Goo.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. I can't fix what's wrong with this country, but the one thing I can fix is your sleepless nights. Your 401k does not work. I tell you that all the time. Remember, our owners, not the 1 percentile, the 1/100th of 1 percentile, whose net income is $27 million a year. That's their net income after tax. Their net worth is like $122 million a year. There's about 2,800 of those people who run this country. They run the monopolies. They run the Congress. They made sure the market is rigged. Do you think a market can keep going up every day for 10 years and not be rigged? But you're out of the market instead of being in it because you're scared that you're going to get caught when this market crashes. But not if you're with me. You're not going to get caught. I'm the one who said on January 16th there was going to be a crash in 2018, and did it? October 5th, the crash started. Told you. I pinpointed. I said December would be the worst month. The capitulation of the crash, I told everybody on January 16th, would be December of 2018. And it was. Look. All I know is that the elitists, the 1/100th of 1 percentile, they have a collective mindset that the world can't function, not properly, unless the richest of the rich get richer. And this is what they do with quantitative easing. When you take money and bring it down to its 0%, we don't get interest rates free. We don't get that money to invest in the stock market. We hope after we pay our bills that we have some disposable income after we pay our taxes that we can put into the stock market. And we're afraid to do that because if a stock is up 14% like Costco, which my gang right now is up 14%, we have a beautiful railroad stock, CSX, up 17%. People say, well, I understand that, but I don't want to lose that money. Well, because you're depending on people who don't have any fiduciary relationship with you. They're looking out for themselves. You think they care? The one thing is we do care. We get our people out before that happens, but not only get them out, but to make sure when the market's going down, they are mitigating any losses they took by shorting. So, just to give you we'll go backwards from April to January. April, Cisco, we just bought Cisco. We're up 4%. Lockheed Martin, we just got back in. We're up 7%. Morgan Stanley, we're up 11%. That's just April. Let's go all the way back to January, beginning of the year. We bought Apple. We're up 26%. In February, again, Costco cost. We were up 14%. CSX 17%. March, Wells Fargo 7%, and so on. I don't want to keep going through these. I'm running out of time. But the key is not how much you are up. The market is rigged to push the market up through stock buybacks. Stock buybacks, it should be a crime. It's stock buybacks that are bringing up the stock market, not earnings. It's stock buybacks that produce fake earnings, that produce fake profits. It's really easy to understand. If you have 1 million shares, your company outstanding, people buy and sell, if you reduce it to 500,000, a company then is taking their earnings, their profits, and spreading it over half the shares they normally have. That means instead of your earnings being up 2%, they're going to be up 5 or 6%. It's a lie. They've been doing this for 10 years. Our PE ratios, mean what our stocks are worth on the S&P right now, are so overblown, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But what do we care? As long as we have a mechanism that tells us when it's time to get out. Here, let's take Costco. So I'm going to put up Costco. By the way, we've been short gold mining stocks, and we're doing terrific with those. Here, look at Costco. We're up Costco right now, if I'm correct. We're up Costco about 14%. See where it's green? Green, 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 green. I don't have to worry. My members don't have to worry. Oh, my God, what if the market drops tomorrow night? Tomorrow morning? What drops? What am I going to do? No, because we will be out before that happens. Because before it happens, the algorithms identify when the institutions pull their money out. Remember, the institutions are never wrong. It's the institutions that push stocks up, and it's institutions that push stocks down. When institutions put their money in, I'm talking about big insurance companies, big banks, and hedge funds, when they put their money in, it goes up. And it's rigged for it to go up. No more do you see a market. It used to be, we used to go up 90 days in a cycle, turn, come down. We used to go back up 90 days again, turn, come down. Those days are gone. We just go up, and then we keep going up. We had the dot-com, went up to $15,000 on a Dow, dropped. Then we had the housing con, went up to $15,000 on a Dow, then dropped. All engineered perfectly, nicely, all engineered to go up to $15,000 to break, go down. Go up another $15,000, break, come down. Then we went up $15,000, and then from there, we just kept going, and now Trump wants to even bring it even higher. He's refusing till he gets out of office that this stock pulls back. He wants it to keep going up every quarter until he gets out in his second term. He wants to get up to 35, 40,000 on the Dow because he's obsessed with the market. Because in his mind, he thinks that's all people look at now. Because he knows he's right. People think the stock market is the economy when it's not. So all you have to do, if you join me for just 1 month, $39.95, 1 month. And 2 o'clock every afternoon, our portfolio of 5 stocks called the Working Investor Group, 5 stocks, you pick one of those 5 for the month. And 2 o'clock every day, Eastern Time, we coach you what to do with that one stock. At the end of the month, if you decide to stay, there's no contract, you can leave, and you enjoyed it, you see it works, then you can participate in all 5 if you want, in all our other programs. It works. But to listen to this kind of stuff day after day right here, this is unbelievable.
Right, stocks, look, these profit reports so far are pretty strong.
No, they're not strong. Those profit reports are a lie. Those profit reports are paper profits. when you do stock buybacks and you push your earnings up, and they're fake, because remember, you're spreading your earnings instead of over 1 million shares, you're spreading over 500,000, so it's fake. But what happens, your earnings are fake, but the profits are paper profits. See, it never used to be that way. It never used to be that way. In the old days, when you had to have good trailing PE, good forward PE, you need to have good price to sales, good price to book. You had to have a good percentage of return on assets, return on equity. That means what the management has to do. You have to have great profit margins. You always need to have free cash flow. You follow those things. And then you always waited for a company management to blow up and the stock, a terrific company, went down. And then you'd go in and you buy that stock on the bottom knowing you're going to remove management. It's a solid company. And then over the years, that stock would be back up and you'd be up 20, 30% on that stock. Those days are gone. As soon as they decide to do brokerage, discount brokerage, where instead of paying $120, you go online and you start to paying $5, remember? $5. Now it's even $2. That's when everything changed. Because the brokerage companies were making $125 round trip. Now they're making $5 or $10. How can they make money? They can't. So how do they do it? They buy the stock now first and then mark it up to you. That's called market making. And then they're in cahoots with the companies. They say to the companies, all right, we got to push your stock up, so buy more of your own shares. Now your shares go up, your earnings go up, your stock goes up. It's a beautiful thing. So what the hell are you afraid of? I see the reports. More and more retail customers are leaving the market. Where are you going? To the dog track? You're leaving a guaranteed crooked, the most crooked more crooked than a corkscrew, more than these people involved with the market. You talk about crooked. When everybody tells you how great the economy is, you should run. Join my gang right now. I'll prove to you in 30 days that you'll be out of those stocks you need to be.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.